what I do. This is me. Don't try and change it.
Nah, stop it. I'm sorry, I just feel like you're not putting yourself into the role. I mean, this scene's the climax, so you've got to... You can't ruin it, okay? Look. So she stands in front of the crowd, starting to dance to this song fiercely. She is proud of the woman that she has just become. She is the master of her own life. She is not taking any comment from anyone. Not anymore. Her body is strong, but her movements must be fluid.
And that's what I'm doing.
Not even following the melody. It's like you're just... You're thinking about your next move rather than thinking about the interpretation.
No, I am, though.
And with that voice and posture, it's just so... You wouldn't even get served in a crappy bar. It's just so timid and boring in every way. Like, the barman would literally not even notice you. He'd just carry on with what he was doing. You're a charismatic person, Martha. Like, what is going on tonight? Why can't you just put it into the film? Look, we're both tired, and it's late. But we need to do it again.
No, I'm done.
Are you really leaving now? Is it because of what I just said? Come on, Martha, you can't call yourself an artist if you can't even handle a single criticism.
It's only were a single criticism. Damn, you want to talk.
What?
It's nothing. Look, we're both exhausted with all the planning and this deadline that's coming up. We need a break, okay?
For fuck's sake.
What? No, don't start with your whole, oh, we're not ready yet, we skip the fight every time it gets hard.
I didn't say that.
Well, you were about to. Forget it. What should I do then? How can my body and voice translate how fierce this woman has become? What are you doing now? Nothing. I'm truly interested in discovering your pieces of advice. More fluid, you said. Okay. I'll do it more gracefully. Or, let me think, if I can. Should I act sturdier?
Martha, stop being sarcastic.
Sarcasm? God, I wouldn't dream of it. Is this whole situation that's sarcastic?
Martha, please. I sincerely don't have time for your bullshit.
It's been hours. You don't understand that you keep giving me these rambling directions that I don't understand.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means we're lost. We have no control over this scene. We have no clue what the final product is going to even look like. It's fine. But just admit the fact that there might be a problem with the script. You don't want to cut it out.
Cut it out? Are you mental? We've already cut half the script already. We're not going to have anything left by the end of it. It just needs more work. Because right now it's bad. We just need to put more work into it. There's a reason why they say the devil's in the details, okay? Come on, let's do it again.
You're not explaining to me what I have to do.
I want you to be a little bit more careful about your character's image. Like, I don't know, like, it seems like you're not even trying to look good when you're dancing.
I don't dance to look good.
Well, maybe you should.
But see, this is what I meant when I said that we were lost. You want me to be something that only you understand. I dance because it frees me from everything, right? I mean, look, I'm the music, only my mind and body respond. No, I know what you're gonna say. How original. Everyone says that. What a bullshit catchphrase, but if everyone says it, it must mean there's a reason, right? Every day I discover a new move that connects me to a muscle I didn't know I had. We should try it sometime. Might help with a hip movement.
Mother, please, you don't understand how stressed I am about
I
this.
do.
No, you don't. It's been a fucking shit show so far, and we only have this weekend, or we're gonna have to push it back to next term.
I know.
Producers have high hopes for this, and so do we.
I know.
Well, I fucking thought we did.
We do. I do. We do.
Then let's do it again.
No, look, we'll do it tomorrow. I promise.
Fucking torture. God, you have no idea how selfish you can be.
Stop acting like a child. Look, if we take a break tonight, we might go into this tomorrow with an actual realistic interpretation of her character, okay? Can you just give it a break?
Do you remember when we both met? It was at that party. Cut the bullshit, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We were freshers, and we were the socially awkward type. We didn't really fit in. I mean, I didn't really want to go, but my friend kind of pressured me into it. And it wasn't really exactly a kind of love at first sight kind of moment, like in The Notebook or something, because I was way too insecure about what other people thought of me to be thinking about you. Let me finish. No one really felt the need to dance, so everybody started sitting in circles, playing drinking games and stuff. Everyone got absolutely hammered, apart from us, because we didn't drink a drop. We were so uncomfortable and bored. I remember that. And then the guy to our right, I think, he started, he's talking about his, like, greatest regret or something. I don't know. It's a bit of a boring party, so maybe deep personal stories could make things a bit more interesting. Most of them were boring, actually. Like about, I don't know, like not having the balls to kiss a girl, or like, I don't know, having too many drinks before an interview. And then it came to our turn. I mean, I didn't speak, I knew better than that, but sometimes you open your mouth without my advice first. It's your story, God, it was different. And that's a euphemism. People were shocked. One girl did cry.
She was drunk.
Oh, so you do remember. Anyway. You approached the end of your story and you jumped up and you were like shouting about how it was all a joke and all a lie, making fun of everyone's shocked faces. I knew. You're rather a bad liar than a good actress.
What's your point?
I fell in love with you that night. I fell in love with your audacity, your suddenness. Little did I know how dangerous you could be. Don't get me wrong, you're a good actress. Too good. You have this ability to create these shells of characters and then hide behind them like a curtain. I mean, something happens and you don't like it, but you don't react or like show it in any way. And we can never tell what affects you. We don't know if you're being sincere or not. Discussion with you feels false. Just constantly hiding your thoughts and feelings and opinions behind a curtain. I mean, at some point, at least, I thought you would open yourself up to me somewhat. I suppose in reality you're just a stranger. I don't know your limits. I don't know your boundaries. I don't know anything personal about you. I mean, sure, I know your favourite ice cream's chocolate and that you're afraid of the deep sea, but that's absolute bullshit compared to your personality, who you are at your core. Yeah. That night story. You have no idea how much I wish it was from your imagination. 'Cause I mean, fuck. Maybe I have actually discovered a part of your personality from that night. Pretty horrible one. Did you really do that?
Are you kidding?
I mean, I can now understand why you put a barrier between you and other people. It's to hide yourself and how ugly you can be.
What's this got to do with the film?
You're doing it again. You're transparent. You're just like, create this mirror image of what the person in front of you wants you to be. It's bizarre. I mean, it's why I'm pissed off tonight as well. Like, why can you not do it now when I need you to do it for the film? And I know I shouldn't be saying this, and that's what brings me to the second problem. I feel like we can't fucking talk to you. It's like walking on eggshells constantly. I don't know if we're going too far or if you're eager for more criticism. But I suppose that's what it is, isn't it? I guess the problem is that you don't really know yourself, Martha. You don't know who you are. Do you? If you don't know who you are, how the fuck is anyone else meant to navigate that?
Stop.
Living with you, working with you, it's like being in a shoebox.
A shoebox?
Yeah, a shoebox. Yeah, a shoebox. I'm wandering around in the dark, pretending I know what the fuck is going on, bashing into walls left, right, and centre.
Can we move on?
Okay. But let me teach you a lesson. It's basic. You don't have to worry about it. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure no one would even pay for such advice. Maybe just a penny. But please listen, because fuck, it could solve our problems and so many other problems as well. Please, please. Free yourselves from the characters that you build. Be true to yourself and to other people and to me. We would love you either way. kissing and living with a stranger. I mean, come on, just scream, slap me, just do something fucking genuine for once!
I can't. Stop making me feel like I'm going crazy, okay? That's what everyone else really does. They're turning me mad. I thought we were a team.
There's really no need for you to get into such a state.
No, you have no fucking say in what I do, okay? Even if you knew every single thing that I have been through, I have every right to be like that.
Yeah. That's the energy I want you to put into the scene.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I fell for your stupid fucking wicked game.
Okay, I'm sorry. We went too far.
No, don't fucking touch me. It's fine. You're the director, right? It's all about the project and then the professionalism. Fucking hell.
You can't smoke in here.
Fuck. You're not doing it for the art, you know. You're a director for the power that comes behind it. You only want to control, and then the fact that you don't realise how problematic that is astonishing.
What's that meant to mean?
You forward every situation so it follows your intention. You lose your shit every time something doesn't go according to your plan. You think you need to control everything on set, and that's so normal for you. You don't realise you apply this stupid rule to our daily lives, so yeah, you like the power, and you hope that maybe one day, if you get famous, that you can control everyone around you with your creative elitism, praising your high standards and your talent like some kind of soft power you enforce on your surroundings. Your name in big letters, the manifest destiny of the seventh Dharma.
No, I know you're hurt, but you know that I don't care about fame.
You don't care about that. Liar. I can hear you practicing your desperate Oscar speeches in the shower every single day. Yeah, the idea came to me when I realised that love and dance are strongly similar. The sexual tension of the bodies moving is utterly interesting and complex. Also, what is life if not the melody that our bodies carry across our existence? You think you're really smart. It's fucking pretentious. Yeah, you should hear yourself. We used to make fun of those people. Look at us. We've become a real cliche. And speaking of cliche, you're giving a real masterclass tonight, directing this short film that's supposed to be progressive and experimental, and mixing it with hip hop to express your urban side, which is completely inexistent, by the way. Acting in it, I mean, Jesus, just accept the fact that you're doing this for the etiquette, bragging as this new genius writer, director, or whatever it is that you call yourself now, psychologically jerking off at every second. You call me these sweet names, and you say that we're brilliant, 1 second, then to start shouting at me because you have no idea what the final product's gonna look like. Maybe starting to realise this wasn't such a good idea in the end, and being borderline abusive. I mean, at least you represent the industry well, right? Because I know that it's sad and it's hard to hear, but you're that kind of girl. You're the personality type of a sheep that can become a monstrous wolf, just like that. You're not mean or evil. No one truly is, but you just change so easily. All of a sudden. I mean, you say that I'm transparent, but we're the same, you and I. At least everyone faces the same question when it comes to us, right? What's their true intention? You do have this whole panoply of problematic writer, director, and I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, you don't have the talent for it. At least not to carry out this kind of project. I mean, you scream that film schools are necessary by quoting Tarantino to hide the fact that you never got accepted into one. And then you pretend to like cinema as the only golden means of learning the art, but that's just it. You're pretending. You have some culture, I'll give it to you, but you just spread it around to hide its ridiculous amount. Liking cinema is not enough. It's not the one single spark of what your job is supposed to be, because everyone likes cinema. You can't dislike it. You can't hate being transported away to this other world, following these characters that you become emotionally attached to in 2 hours. Bragging because you know the intended meaning behind the story, or listing the number of films that you've watched is as stupid as a frat guy taking pride in the number of girls that he's fucked, or the size of his dick. It doesn't say anything. You can't be like, oh no, he's got a passion for fucking everything that moves. So stop saying you like cinema. What he likes is not the sex. He doesn't give a shit about the sex. It's the feeling of being intimate with someone who makes him feel alive. You've got to stop saying that you were born for cinema. What you like is it's being transported away. It's dreaming. Because cinema is just a tool that you use to make people laugh and dream and cry with the stories that you create. You're right. I hide all the time. I'm scared, but I'm angry and I'm sad because you're such a hypocrite for saying that to me. When I met you, I fell in love with the fact that we were dreamers who didn't give a shit about the image of our art. We had these ideas and these flashes in our minds of scenes we wanted to create. So yeah, when I read this, I'm confused because I don't recognise the writer that you are, the writer who cared about the story, who'd stay up till 2 a.m. every night, complaining that your hands couldn't keep up with your mind. You truly are talented. I didn't mean it when I said that you weren't. Stop wasting it, trying to become someone, trying to prove that this whole career path isn't just a phase, because that's exactly what it is. The script, it's a failed attempt to prove that you're not an imposter, that you belong in this so-called industry. You told me once that the recipe for a good film is to love cinema so much that writing something shitty would be unbearable. And I get it, that's fair enough. I've never seen a cook that hates good food, but this, it's the first time I actually question your passion. Be yourself and I'll be myself too.
Every lesson has its price.
We're square.
When your words can't anymore.